Good morning, everybody. We are here, 75 degrees outside. Mostly, what is it, sunny? Yes, mostly sunny right now. Looking good. We've got Frank first in the chat. What's going on, Frank? We've got Frank, Gen G, Dark Bro, Ray. Good morning to you, Ray. Nick F, good morning to you. 113. I actually can't believe we broke 113,000 subscribers. Nick F saw it before I saw it. He did make me aware that we've surpassed 113 there. So, Nick F, thank you very much for that. Appreciate everybody who has clicked the subscribe button on this channel. So if you haven't, please make sure to click the subscribe button on this channel. I don't know what you're doing. We got to get AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen because it is up, and off the charts right now. Sitting at $5.05. AMC back up nicely today. Sitting on an 8.75% gain at 505 at the moment. Shiba Inu coin up 2%, 846 points per coin. GameStop 22.23, up 1.37%. Interestingly enough, Bitcoin is on its way down right now. Bitcoin falling pretty decent over the last couple of hours here. Currently sitting at 29,200. Shiba Inu coin, yes, falling off a little bit, but still maintaining some nice gains as Bitcoin is down below even, so negative on the day today. Nasdaq sitting basically at break even, 0.12% higher on the day. AMC 504, GameStop 22.22. We got Dogecoin 7.8 cents, 18.56 on Ethereum. Shiba Inu coin sitting at 8.46. Bitcoin 29,243. Mullen Auto 13 cents, up 5% on the day today. Sundial sitting at $1.65 right now. Sundial looking pretty good over the last couple of days, guys. Breaking up through this resistance level, maybe coming back up to test that $1.92 mark. So Sundial actually looking pretty good, really looking pretty good over the last month, but really over the last week looking nice there. The SPY continues to look awesome on a daily graph. I mean, look at this. Throughout the year so far, the SPY soaring from 340 points to 460 points, currently sitting at 457. Very nice gains in the overall market since the beginning of 2023. BBIG is BB bankrupt, ladies and gentlemen. BBIG down, I don't even know if it's trade. You can't even go in there and trade. So I don't know if it's being delisted or not. 57 cents on BBIG. You can't even get a graph of it anymore. And, yeah, we're just going to delete it. BBIG's done. We're deleting that one. Netflix sitting at $438. Highcroft Mining 44.5 cents. The QQQ 383. Ape sitting at $1.84 right now. MPW 9.98. Tesla moving up nicely, $267.85 today. Enovix up 5.5%, $20.94. PID 18.42 and Joby 8.55 for a 5% gain on the day today. Let's watch Bitcoin down at the bottom left. Where on earth is everybody? I'm going over the market, expecting to come back to some chats, and you guys are literally sitting there sleeping. Come on, guys, wake up. Mr. Normus, what's going on, Mr. Normus? Mr. Normus says, sold my Tupperware calls this morning. Now I'm risking it all on puts. Mr. Normus, are you really risking it all on puts? You don't have to tell us how much, but did you put everything that you made in calls on puts? I got to pull up Tupperware and see what we're doing here. But I want to know if you're literally risking everything that you made on the calls on puts. Is it 100% of the profit that's invested? Is it 100% of everything that you have invested? Or is it just risking all? Is that kind of like, you're just saying you're risking it all on puts? I gotta know as we pull up Tupperware here in a second, man. Aloha kakahiaka Robert, man, what's going on? Talk to the dealership I ordered my car from. It's at the Railhead in St. Paul with an estimated delivery of the 18th. We'll likely liquidate about $8,000 from the long-term retirement portfolio to have a $20,000 down payment. Boom, Frank. Very nice, man, and no problems whatsoever with that. You have done very well to make money in the retirement portfolio. Dude, I mean, people need cars, right? You need to get from point A to point B, so you need it, man. Happy Monday. Old rounder, bro. Happy Monday to you. Does anyone know what's up with Coinbase, or is it just FUD? Saying the SEC said to delist everything but Bitcoin. I gotta look at it. So, Honda, that's something that we can pull up here and check in a second. I saw some notification from, I think it was Watcher Guru, come across this morning. I didn't look into it. We'll look into it during this live stream and figure out if that's real or not. Dude, come on. I'm highly, highly doubtful the SEC is dumb enough to say delist everything except Bitcoin when they literally lost the lawsuit against Ripple. So let's see. Hello, everybody. Today's a weird one. Yes, it is, Chris. I actually thought I was going to break even on BBOW, but I guess I lost everything. Been holding for a minute. Yeah, Fernando, man, I only traded BBOW for, it was like, I don't know, dude. I think I had some calls on it when it was like a long time ago. And maybe I sold some puts on it. I did something, and I thought I had those shares for a very brief period, but ended up getting rid of them after a couple cent gain. It wasn't something that I wanted to touch, but, dude, BBIG getting ripped on that bankruptcy down to 50 cents. I don't know if they're going to be like Bed Bath & Beyond, man, and, drop down to 4 cents and then jump back up to 40 cents or what the deal is going to be with them. But bankrupt companies are not good. They're extremely speculative. There's a couple people that might hoard in and buy them, but yeah, dude, it's tough for anybody holding BBIG. Rozzy, good morning, Rozzy. I moved back to Chicago. Rozzy, did you really? Dude. Rozzy, you're probably going to be pretty cold this winter, man. Moving from Miami to Chicago might be a tough one when November, December starts hitting all the profit. Oh, Mr. Norris puts all the profit in puts. So let's check out top, man. Dude, did Bobo pump and dump last night? I made $900. Bobo. All right, we'll look at Bobo. That's a crypto, right? We'll look at Bobo. Heavily loaded up on $3 puts with an 8/11 expiration. All right, let's just see what Tuff's got going on. Mr. Normus making me nervous on this one. Whoo! Dude was soaring. All right, so the good news is, Mr. Normus, right? You've got that level of resistance right here that it has bounced off of and could absolutely come back down. This is an insane gain, man. 61 cents up to $4.70. Just soaring through this resistance at 390. Attempting this upper level of resistance here. Some people might think that we're going to get a gap fill. Who the heck knows if we'll end up getting a gap fill there or not. But taking the profit on puts, the options right here. Put options for the $3 strike, 20 cents, not too, oh no, they're the August 11th, right? Coming back down very quickly here. 45 cents. Yeah, all right, man. All right, we'll see what happens with that. Mr. Normus, I do hope that you get a massive pullback very quickly. Is anybody else invested in Tupperware? If you are not, clearly we hope that this stock dumps off now. It goes right back down to 61 cents, and Mr. Normus makes enough money to retire off of. Clearly, if you are in Tupperware, well, it's going to be a battle of the Bulls and the Bears. I don't know if we can really wish one man make money and the other man lose money in here. But Mr. Normus, if nobody else is playing Tupperware to the upside right now, I absolutely hope that you kill it on a just destruction of the share price back down to 60 cents or even lower would be beautiful if that happens for Tupperware. All right, let's go. I bought a new phone and fortunately had a backup of my dead phone. The bad news is I can't decrypt my, oh my gosh, two-factor authentication keys. So I gave my dead phone to a second tech to hopefully resuscitate it. My gosh, dude. Yeah, I old rounder, bro, man. I unfortunately know nothing about about dead phones or anything like that, man. I don't know if it was just the screen, if the phone still worked, if you got to put the stupid motherboard in a new phone. Like, I have no idea what it was, but if you got enough money in there, I mean, it could be worth trying to get it out, man. First song I'm going to listen to on the Harmony Kardon sound system, Hardy, Sold Out. Well, Frank, I wish I knew what that song was, but let's get started. Watch your guru's cat, dude, be spewing nonsense. Shoot, man. Well, nonetheless, that's the notification I got from Twitter, or X, if you're saying X nowadays. So let's see what we got there. Clay, what are your thoughts on NEO, short, mid, and long term? Well, Fernando, man, I do think the electric vehicles are like solid long term. So we can try to break that graph down a little bit closer. Neo actually has been doing, I think, if I'm thinking of the right chart here, Neo has been doing very well over the last couple of weeks. So we'll pull that up. See if it's running in, I don't know exactly where the chart's at, right? But see if it's running into any resistance or what the deal is. Then it might see a pullback in the short term or what. Hey, when can we expect to quit expecting Shib to expectingly move up based off of all of the expectations? Chris, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. So the only, and I believe last major catalyst, the Shiba Inu coin ecosystem team will be able to deliver you for Shiba Inu coin is Shibarium. Satoshi, man, is actually going to ride off into the sunset, take the millions of dollars that he made out of off of the Shiba Inu coin community, and supposedly he's going to be done. Somehow this man was able to attach himself like a barnacle to Shiba Inu coin, rip millions of dollars, and now expects to just leave. Man, it's crazy. And I think that the community is just going to let him do it. So the last major catalyst that the Shiba Inu coin ecosystem team will provide should be Shibarium. Now, beyond that, dude, I mean, just expecting growth is like, you know, you're looking at the bull market for expectations. You're looking at overall crypto recovery for expectations. You're looking at the SEC losing their lawsuits and Congress coming in providing regulations. All that stuff can help the price of Shiba Inu coin, right? As the overall market recovers. So those are some longer term, I guess, expectations for expecting the expectations to the upside and stuff like that. But the next major short-term catalyst that we have is most likely going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, but that is going to be Shibarium, the release of Shibarium in about 2 weeks. Frank, what are you buying? I have a Harmony card in the Benz. Sounds awesome. Very nice. J-Bones, man. Look at J-Bones, man. He took his Enovix money and went out there and he had a Benz before he got the Enovix, guys. Tupperware, more like Battle of the Bulls and Silverware. That it is. Forget about the Bulls and the Bears. He's got the Silverwares. Battle of the Bulls and Silverwares instead of the Bears. I like it, Chris. I like it a lot, actually. Let's see. J-Bones. 2 months ago, I ordered a 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Limited. My gosh, dude. This dude's got a car. It ain't even out yet, man. It's not even 2024. Frank's living in the future. It's a charging issue on my dead phone. Not sure which part of it, but hopefully it's something replaceable. Yeah, old rounder. You never tried charging with a wireless charger, right? I mean, if it was that simple of a fix, that would be phenomenal. But I don't want to insult your intelligence or anything by asking if you've clearly done that. Lost a little bit of money over the weekend. Unibot crashed. Luckily, only about 6. Giovanni, very nice. We'll look at the price right there. And I like your optimistic outlook on it. You lost some, but you could have lost more. Very nice. And you didn't lose everything on Unibot. Bro, Shibarium ain't going to do nothing. Unfortunately for Shib, it's up to the community to move forward. No, I agree with that, Dark Bro. I'm just saying that's the closest catalyst we got. I've been earning from Shiba Inu with an extra Stevie. God. Weckman. Got to get like CAPTCHA going on in here so we can get rid of the bots. What's going on, Weckman? Do you think this boxing match between Elon and Zuckerberg will ever come to fruition? If so, who do you think will win? Oh boy, dude. If it does, I really don't know who would win, man. Both of those guys aren't real. Both of these guys, Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, neither one of them are real. I know for a fact they will not fight each other. It wouldn't make sense. Well, why would they fight each other? So I really do not think that will come to fruition. But I really don't know who would win that, man. Does Elon Musk, does he try to take care of himself or anything? I don't know if he does. Didn't Satoshi say has no Shiba Inu, will never buy Shiba because he's already well off? Giovanni, I actually don't know if he said that or not. What I would not doubt that he said that, all right? I would not doubt at all that Satoshi said that. Wireless charger didn't work. All right, good deal. Old round, not good deal, but good deal that you tried it. And dude, somebody out there, okay? I am not smart enough with the hardware in cell phones. I'm not even smart enough to take the phone apart, right? You gotta, like, melt the glue to take these phones apart now. But if you're willing to do that and risk taking your phone apart, it's just hardware, man. It's just hardware. There's plenty of guys that are smart enough out there. They could easily go in, and even if they have to solder in a new charging port, or even if they have to solder in some sort of a new capacitor so that the battery charges, or whatever it ends up being. Dude, there's plenty of guys out there that are smart enough to do that. Or take your motherboard, right, which is, I would assume, where all of your apps are stored on and so on, or just at least take the memory part of it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not smart enough to actually know all of the hardware that goes into those phones. But, dude, it's just pieces. It's just like screws. It's just the soldering these circuits onto a new circuit board. So there are guys, like, dude, if you got enough money in it, there's people out there that could absolutely, even if they just replace your motherboard into a crack screen phone or something that you got to get off eBay, they can do it, man. Let's see. Dual Rockford Fosgate Power Series 12s, ported box with Pro Series tweeters and mid 10,000 watt RMS system. Dark Bro is well above my head on that, but I'm going to assume that he's talking about the sound system in his car. Around 7, check it out. Southpaw Slinger. I know for a fact I missed something there. Oh, dude, Bobo. We're looking at Bobo. I had to scroll back up. I was like, round 7, what? Let's look at Bobo. Ooh, after we refresh this, is it really saying? Ooh, Crypto X, man. I don't know if Kenneth is still in Crypto X or not, but it is down. Looks like it's hitting some fresh lows here after bouncing back up off these 45 levels. So, yeah, man, it might have come down to like a $300,000 market cap earlier today. $300,000 market cap earlier today. It looks like it's hitting some fresh new lows on Crypto X there. That's tough to swallow, but nonetheless, man, go from 45 to 66. That is a 50% gain in Crypto X. So hopefully Ken's good to go. Bobo. Ah, crap. Which Bobo is it, man? Which Bobo is it? Is it this one? Maybe last night rolling on Bobo. Only looks like a 20% gain there, though. I'm skeptical it's this one, man, but that's basically a similar gain to what you had last night. Which Bobo were you in? This one? This one has a lot more volume. I'm going to make the assumption that it was this Bobo that you're in. Yeah, dude, nice gains, man. Absolutely, nice gains. Were you playing that on leverage? 9,000% gain. The poo. 9,000% gain. Well, if that was a 9,000% gain, clearly this is not the Bobo that you were in, right? It was a different Bobo. My investment in Tupperware is keeping the whipped cream, butter containers, etc. Yeah, dude. I don't know if I actually have any Tupperware brand Tupperware, but dude, you gotta keep your leftovers in something, man. You absolutely have to. The good news is Mr. Normus made a ton of money on the upside. Let's see if he makes even more money on the downside. I do actually like the fact that Mr. Normus, and I don't know when he bought into those puts, but it does make me feel a little bit more comfortable that Mr. Normus was buying those puts on Tupperware as it was potentially bouncing off of a resistance level. So looking at Tupperware right here, you can see it. Right now, it still looks strong, okay? Tupperware does still look pretty strong right now, like the bulls are trying, but they failed twice already today to make it through this level of resistance. Clearly, when a stock has this much momentum and its volume is soaring 118 million shares when the average volume is only 10 million shares. People are watching it. The gains are ridiculous. Anything can happen here, but double bounce off this resistance level. If he got in anywhere near this resistance level, at least I feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that he bought into those puts off of this rejection. Clearly, if it's breaking up through this, it's going to increase my nerves a little bit, and you might have a technical run to the next level of resistance, but that's a good sign. Those $3 puts are going to be very expensive if it just dumps back off to where it opened up this morning around 320. So let's hope for the best for Mr. Enormous there, if he is able to make some gains on Tupperware puts. Is it possible that someone can figure out a burned wallet address and figure out some password and steal from a burned wallet? Always curious about that. So Giovanni, yes, theoretically, it would be possible. Okay, now let's just go down how near impossible that would be, because that is interesting, and it would be very lucrative for some, I guess, treasure hunters to go treasure hunting, literally. And it might be, let me put it this way, it might be possible with the help of AI. Now, clearly for a human to do that type of maybe cryptography or whatever the best way you want to put it is, I would say a human trying to do it would be impossible, okay? What you would theoretically have to do, if you were looking at that, and you could do it to nearly any wallet. It doesn't have to be a burned wallet, but I'm under the assumption that you're trying to be a little bit more moral about it and not steal funds from somebody who owns them. If they're burned, I mean, honestly, dude, if you could do it, I think you would be... You would literally have a multi-million, potentially tens of million, or even billion-dollar business that you could honestly run in that sort of a situation where if you took a burned wallet, let's say they even knew their wallet address and were able to give you the wallet address, they had just lost their password. If you could somehow use AI to spit out password combinations, because all these passwords or all these keys are to cryptocurrency is a series of like 12 words. Now, the hard part is, man, I mean, how many combinations could you legitimately have with essentially unlimited words out there put in 12 word combinations? I mean, you are probably, and I'm just guessing on this, somebody could literally go do the math, knowing how many words are out there times 12 possibilities. I would imagine that it's in the trillions or quadrillions of combinations. It could even be beyond that. So theoretically, you could have a hardware running or software running that is very similar. You know those guys that they hack into the safe in the movies? They go put that thing next to it and he tries all those combinations till it gets the first number right. You know, it might run for 30 minutes as the building's about to blow up and everybody's going to die, but they get in right at the last minute. You know, that you could have something, some sort of an AI that goes through every possible combination of seed phrases. And eventually, maybe a 1 in quintillion chance of getting it correct, you get it correct. So, yes, but if you're just going to go out and guess those numbers, I don't think that you could, or guess those words, I don't think you're going to be able to guess those words, dude. You got a better chance of winning the lottery probably 5 times in a row than you do just guessing a 12-word seed phrase with random choices. Mr. Simon asks 5, nervous, I bet too. 555, I know I missed something Nothing on the 5, guys. Sorry. Can't you just connect your phone to your PC and download the info? It works with pictures and other files, at least with my... So, Kai, yes, Old Rounder probably would be able to do that, but Old Rounder's phone is completely dead. He has no battery charge whatsoever. So I don't think that you can connect it to a PC or that it would recognize that it was connected being completely dead. I may be wrong on that, but being completely dead, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Grew up with butter bowls as Tupperware. Yeah, dude, everybody. I mean, I think, you would think everybody's been there. You got old lunch meat containers. You got old butter bowls. Yeah, dude. Yeah, whipped cream containers as well. One way you knew you were growing up poor. One reason. I know. I have common sense. Thanks, Mom. Well, shoot, dude. I don't know if we've all been there now or not, Chris. But yeah, dude, you got some whipped cream containers. You got the butter bowls. I know what you're saying. The old lunch meat containers. Yeah, you got a lot of them. At least I sold Pendle before it dropped. Giovanni, I don't know where Pendle's at. We got to look at that one as well. Bull Run Outdoor Smile. I'm holding. Let's get started. Sweet. I still have 0.5% of the lot. Outdoor Smile. Very nice. But I guess if the charging port is bad, then it might not work. Yeah, it might not work. You guys are answering my questions for me, man. I'm coming back down to the bottom here. So basically, a Rain Man or AI can figure out a burned wallet and put it back in circulation. Well, Giovanni, my best guess is that it even might be too complicated for AI right now. I don't know the total number of combinations that there could be. Yes, it would be feasible. I don't think a Rain Man's going to be able to do it, right? There wouldn't be any sort of, or there shouldn't be any sort of a reasoning behind the words. If there was, I think that's a problem. It should be a 100% random combination of words. So therefore, I don't think it's anything that somebody that is like savant level autistic could be able to go out there, figure out the combination of those words and do. It would literally be a hit or miss, just guess. And, you know, if you're guessing, I don't know how many words that are out there. I don't know if all of the seed phrases are in English, right? There might be projects where the seed phrases are in a different language. I don't know. Every seed phrase I've ever seen has been in English. But the combination of those words, depending on the quantity of words that you could have as inputs, times the 12-word, I guess, combination, you literally could be talking quintillions, septillions, maybe even more. And for AI to run that level of combinations would probably either take way too long at this point, or just we don't have the capacity for them to do it yet. Now, I mean, it might not be that way. I mean, if you go in and you borrow all of Google's supercomputers and put them to the test, yeah, sure, man, you might be able to crack that code in a matter of hours or a matter of minutes or something. So it could be a feasible business is what I'm saying. I just wouldn't know how to create the AI that throws out those random tests and tests that wallet. Michael Allen, thank you very much for the super chat. Vegas, will you vote on my prop to steal USTC? God. Dude, listen, the people are voting on it though, Mike. That's the problem. The people are voting on it, okay? And I think it had 50% yes votes. It did not meet quorum yet, so it's not like it's going to be passing or anything at the current moment. But $12 million, guys. That's a ridiculous sum of money to be taking out of a wallet that does not belong to us. And when you're looking at Terra Luna Classic and everything like that, Mike's right, man. That is the way to put it. Will you vote on my proposal to steal USTC? Here's my big hang up with it. You know, if we voted to defund the Layer 1 development team, as a community, I believe that we could do that. You know, we voted to fund them and so on. But voting to take away the USTC in some of these old protocols, I don't know if that's necessarily right. And you guys can mark moral ground all day long, but you have to remember, Terra Luna Classic was left behind. That's why it went down to zero. The developers left it. All of the teams left it. All of the projects left Terra Luna Classic, and they left it to die. They didn't leave it so that a community would build back up and somebody could easily get votes to take back a $12 million wallet. I mean, if that's the case, let Terra Luna Classic actually die. I'll be the only guy left. I'll clearly have 100% of the staked Terra Luna Classic when it reaches a $4,000 market cap. I'll stake it all. I'll hit that vote, and I'll say, okay, give me the $12 million wallet. Okay, give me this $50 wallet. Okay, give me this $18 million wallet. And you know, why would I have any claim to USTC or Terra Luna Classic that maybe forked off again, or that was completely, you know, never mine in the first place? It's I don't like it, man. I don't like taking wallets from other people. Well, that sounds like a wet situation. Yeah, I think it's wet. I don't even know. Bro, we're M-Play. Let's check it out, man. Let's go here and see M-Play really quick. And I also want to look at Pendle. M-Play. MetaPlay, ladies and gentlemen, sitting at a $4,000 market cap. Not moving at all, Dark Bro. Look at this. Completely flat over the last 24 hours here. MetaPlay not moving at all on CoinMarketCap. Matter of fact, not moving at all in the last week on CoinMarketCap. Matter of fact, only spiking up once in the last month on CoinMarketCap. The last year it has moved, but MetaPlay getting zero action over the last month on CoinMarketCap here. So, not exactly sure if that's correct information now or not, that it hasn't moved at all, Dark Bro. And very nice, man. Very nice. Let me ask you this, Giovanni. You getting back into Pendle when it drops back down to the 4 cents that you got in at? You getting back in Pendle when it drops back down to this 4 cent level? I hope the answer is yes, man, because I will join you on that one. I will join you. Pendle dropping back down to 70-something cents right there. Not bad. Great minds, Pudgy. Or is it sick? It's one of those, man. It's one of those. Is MOS still tomorrow? Yes. Yes. J-Bones, man. The MOS is tomorrow. And please, ask me again tomorrow when the MOS is going to be, because I'm going to answer that it will be tomorrow. Couple of questions. I have shares of Ape before the conversion goes through, which I am sure it will at one point. What is your opinion on the hold sell side? Okay, so Jeff, here's my thoughts, man. If you have shares of Ape, okay, and I don't know if you have shares of AMC or not, but if you're betting on the conversion to go through, I would say odds are probably in your favor that the conversion is going to go through. And knowing we're at very similar levels to where we were a couple weeks ago. AMC trading at $4, between $4.50 and $5 a share. And Ape is down here trading at like $1.80 a share. If you look at the daily, you can see a little bit better kind of where we are. $5, and let's just make it $2. So the math is a little bit simpler. $5 and $2. If these two shares were to meet somewhere in the middle, okay, let's just assume it was an even split. So you've got a $3 differential. We're going to see, or should see, roughly a $1.50 increase in Ape, and we should see roughly a $1.50 decrease in AMC. So meeting somewhere around that $3.50 mark. Now, I do want to point out, man, that is an extremely crude estimation of where these stocks will be after the conversion goes through. There are different amounts of Ape outstanding than there are AMC. It's just people are willing to buy one over the other. You know, that is just a completely crude estimation of where we could be, simply taking the difference and cutting it in the middle. Obviously, AMC, if it wanted to, could fall all the way down to where Ape is. Ape could come all the way up to where AMC is. There's a ton that can take place. So please do not quote it as guaranteed to go up to 350 or anything. Is all I'm saying there. But my best guess, man, is that yes, we will see AMC fall and we will see Ape rise to meet somewhere near the middle. If it happens to be that 350 level, okay, great. But that's simply holding the same valuation between the company now. Just an increase and a decrease. We're still right where we were before. Nothing changed. I truly believe that both of those share prices then, either if it takes place, if the conversion and all of that stuff takes place like immediately at the same time, then the new shares, I believe, will drop. And I believe they'll drop drastically. If the news of this settlement passes and all of this stuff happens before they're able to convert and reverse split, I still think that you could see a drop in the price of those shares based on the anticipation of the conversion taking place, based on the anticipation of the future dilution, and based on the anticipation of that reverse split. Very, 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 very seldom do you actually see people excited and buying into a reverse split. Typically, they are selling off of the reverse split. So I actually think the 350 level is going to be high after all of this is confirmed. Let's see. Anyone holding a RET? Blue. I do not own any RETs. SoFi Rocket took me to the next level. LFGs Thoughts. Nice, man. Nice. You might be coming down with something. Yes, you might be. Somebody might be. My thing is, do they want to burn the USTC? Or hear me out. Do they want to put it into the community fund so they can put it in their pockets? No, Mike, I think, man, I honestly think that they want to fund themselves for the rest of eternity. I think that they want to put it into the community pool so that they can continue to fund themselves. Even if they realize there has to be some sort of a compromise, that the community wants them to burn it, that's why you've already got that Vegas proposal out there that says, all right, well, let's burn half of it. Let's send half to the developer fund and the community pool. Let's send half to an Oracle pool and so on. Kind of splitting it up so everybody's happy and everybody's voting yes. But, dude, they've only got like a quarter left. If there's no drastic increase in the community pool, they've got basically through 2023 left, and then they're probably going to end up leaving. If they can develop for the Terra Luna Classic blockchain for as long as they want, think about the job that they have right now. Okay, they might actually be working in real life. They might go out and have a job that they go to 9 to 5 or whatever the 8-9 hours a day they put in is. Like, they might do that. And they simply collect a Terra Luna Classic paycheck. There are no actual deliverables besides upgrades that take place. And who the heck knows? I mean, that's the sad part. I wish I was a developer so that I knew that these guys were or were not doing work, so that I could at least tell the community what level of work they're doing. Imagine, though, being able, because they can even increase their paychecks after $12 million is secured. And people will be willing to pay them even more. Imagine being able to give yourself a $5,000 to $10,000 a month paycheck to do no work whatsoever or extremely minimal work for the rest of your stinking life. Think about that. Of course, they are going to want to do that. Terra Luna Classic never has to go up in value. Terra Luna Classic never has to recover. They never have to do anything to the price of Terra Luna Classic or the actual utility of the chain. They just have to stay in command. And they will have access to draining $12 million for as long as they want. So yes, I do believe their intentions are to put it in the community pool and continue paying themselves as opposed to generating value for Terra Luna Classic holders. BRB, all right, Pudgy, come back, man. But Moas was 2 years ago tomorrow. No, yeah, Chris, yeah, but the 2 years ago tomorrow turned into 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and 364 days tomorrow, and then 1 year ago, 363 days ago tomorrow. The tomorrow just keeps getting pushed back a little bit. We just need a little bit more time, Chris. We just need a little bit more time for Adam Aaron to get his act together and, our silverback, our savior, to lead us to the promised land. Wow, no ignore. Farming. Never ignore Farming. Dude, Farming, I got a notification. Farming was up like 5 or 10% today. Farming's sitting back up about 50 cents earlier today. Let's see where Farmy's at. Yeah, Farmy's sitting right there at 50 cents, touching 53 cents, and then ticking right back down, man. Oh my gosh. Somebody moved up a couple percent, buying a couple percent here, and then dumping off on this candle and causing it to fall nearly 7% in a single stinking candle. And right back up again. How does it go back up to 53 cents on 160 shares? Think about that. Think about that, guys. Farming just ticked back up right before our eyes on 160 shares at 52.5 cents. These market order spreads must be insane on Farmy right now. Selling off around 50 cents and buying in at 52 cents. Immediate like 5% loss the moment that you get into Farmy. Insane, dude. Okay, so apparently I was just reading an official article from Coinbase saying that they were contacted by the SEC to halt trading on all assets except for Bitcoin. My God, dude. Let's see what... Dude, the SEC is... I want to say it, man. I want to say it. You guys, please know how I feel about the SEC. I don't want to be terribly derogatory on the internet, but I don't think that they're good, man. All right, SEC, Coinbase. Let's see what we got here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, Financial Times. Brian Armstrong, SEC suggested that we change. All right, so let's see. Which one do we want here? Let's look up Yahoo Sports. All right, let's just see the most recent article here that's being posted. You guys can't see this. Now you can. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong claims that, ahead of its legal action against the company, the SEC requested that the platform delist most crypto tokens except Bitcoin, according to a report from the Financial Times. Yahoo Finance crypto reporter David Hollerith breaks down the report. Where? Oh no, we're not gonna watch that video. That ain't happening. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission asked Coinbase to halt trading in all cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin prior to suing the exchange, in a sign of the agency's intents to assert regulatory authority over a broader slice of the market. Guys, that is not regulatory authority. That is just psychosis, man. You are psychotic if you're thinking that Coinbase is going to delist every single asset. What? Oh, God. Coinbase Chief Executive Brian Armstrong told the Financial Times that the SEC made the recommendation before launching legal action against the NASDAQ-listed company last month for failing to register as a broker. The SEC's case identified 13 mostly lightly traded cryptocurrencies on Coinbase's platform as securities, asserting that by offering them to customers, the exchange fell under the regulator's remit, which is absolutely incorrect as determined by Ripple's decision, where the judge decided that no, they are not securities listed on those exchanges. And SEC, if anybody is listening right now, get it through your thick skulls, okay, that the judge has made the decision. You are incorrect, not the judge in that decision. You cannot control these secondary exchanges. Sure, you won the ability to control or to have it be considered a security when sold directly to institutional investors. But once listed on these secondary exchanges, you lose. I'm sorry, not sorry. Too bad, so sad. Na-na-na-na, boo-boo. Whatever you want to say, you are losers in that case. So I hope that one of you guys is man enough to admit that you lost, move on, and now allow Congress to determine who can regulate that market instead of crying and doing stupid things with Bitcoin and with Coinbase there. Sorry, I know none of you guys actually work for the SEC, but what in the world? I know that none of you guys actually work for the SEC, but if anybody out there does get wind of what's going on with the SEC, I mean, maybe they'll know. Chris says, J-Bones, I'm going to start telling my crew, that's when we'll finish our crap, since they choose to forget how to work on the easy days, or when I have extra crap to do, we'll finish tomorrow. Yes, Chris, man, tomorrow never comes, man. Tomorrow never comes. World Star promos, Crypto King, what's going on? He just released Shiba and will be out in the next few days. World Star, let's check it out, man. What about Shib, Ron's aviation channel? What about Shib, man? You want to look at it a little more, or what? Hey, I don't even know what you're saying about Lunk, but not that I'm afraid to work hard. I'm just over the body-killing, manual labor aspect. Yeah, Chris, I believe that, man. I believe that. But the stuff about Terra Luna Classic is that people are literally voting right now to just take a $12 million wallet from other people. It's very strange. Also, not a complaint. Just stating, I don't know why everyone talks about machines and AI costing people jobs. Well, there's a bunch of jobs that we shouldn't need anymore if we have machines running them. Yeah, no, Chris, you're right. You're right. People, they don't want to grow, and they don't want to advance. They would rather complain about something happening to them than embracing it and moving forward and becoming even more powerful themselves by embracing the AI and so on, as opposed to, oh, AI's going to take my job, man. I don't have nothing to do. Get something to do. Do you think the SEC versus Terraform Labs may be waiting on the Ripple appeal to play out before they do something? Yeah, Gen G. So I do think that the judge there may be waiting to see what happens before they throw that case out. The SEC has basically alluded to the fact that they will be appealing the Ripple decision. But if they decide to take the L, right, because I would hope that an appellate court judge would decide in favor of Ripple in both aspects of the case. If they do end up appealing, I hope that they lose on both fronts. So hopefully they get their act together and they do not appeal. But it would make sense for the judge to simply be waiting to see whether or not that court case is actually solidified. Yes, so Jen, I agree with you. I'll find another judge. Yeah, it might. All this crap that our government and the SEC are doing are gonna make people like us realize they just other people like us making up rules. So I keep doing the stupid, questionable crap. Yeah, Chris, they are people just like us that are making up these rules. But I'll say this, man. You wouldn't trust a thief on the street to make up the rules for you. But if you're the guy that can determine whether or not you get in trouble, if the thief on the street all of a sudden gets to determine whether or not he's stealing something, if he gets to make the laws and make the rules, or you've got a corrupt cop, right, out there that thinks he can enforce whatever rules he wants and whatever rules he doesn't, that's basically the power trip that goes into these guys' heads. I don't know if you guys have been following the Sam Bankman-Fried stuff at all, but they're letting Sam Bankman-Fried off of so many charges. And it basically solidifies the fact that this kid was a government pawn, man, laundering billions of dollars for a corrupt government. So, yes, they are people like us, but I truly believe that the vast majority of these people let some sort of a corrupt power trip go to their mind and overtake their decency. They're not people just like us anymore. They probably started out that way. They've got all of their own indecisions and self-doubt and all of that, but they begin to think that they're above the law because they literally create the laws. So that's the differential. You're not going to trust a thief on the street, man, and you shouldn't necessarily trust the government when they get to create the laws and hold themselves immune from any wrongdoing. Hey, the SEC, that's not how narcissism works. Yeah, Jeff, man, I try my best, dude. I try my best. I'm just trying to reach these guys. In some way, shape, or form, I'm trying to reach these guys so that they understand what they're doing is idiotic. Hey, Clay, what does it mean? The contract of Bone will be renounced in the next 2 days. That's what the developers are tweeting. Crypto Con Raul Valdez Reyes. So I have not seen that tweet. We can try to look it up here in a second if you want. But right now, if the contract is not renounced, they could make changes to it. Okay? I don't know if you remember. It's been several months now. It may have been sometime in 2022. I forget what time it was. But there was I believe, a vote that took place. There was like 20 million or 30 million bone that had not yet been mined, okay? Not yet been created. And they wondered if they should increase the amount of bone that could be mined in order to pay Shibarium validators, or if they should cap the amount at the original 350 or whatever the 250 the number was there. They voted to cap that amount. So my best assumption is that either once all of the bone has been allocated, or once they can no longer, pay themselves with bone, they're going to renounce the contract. And they're not going to be able to change it. They won't be able to change any taxes on it. They won't be able to change any outstanding supplies on it or total supplies on it. They won't be able to make changes to bone anymore. It's very strange to me that people trust a crypto that people can make changes on. They should have renounced that contract the moment that they came out with bone. They really should have done that. Because if you don't renounce that contract, Satoshi could just come out right now, put 100% sell tax on it, and any and every bone that you trade from here on out would go directly to his wallet. I mean, you can't trust people who don't renounce contracts. I thought they were Xing now. Yeah, is there tweeting anymore, or is Xing going on? I heard SBF charges were dropped. I don't know if they dropped everything, Jen. I was trying to look at that because it's crazy. My mom was asking me about it. I don't know if they've dropped everything, but they've dropped a lot of charges against Sam Bankman-Fried. Basically, guys, that is an indirect way of telling you that they don't want him to be in trouble for anything. The dude stole $8 billion from people, not from institutions, not from banks, not from companies. He stole $8 billion from people. Don't forget, there are idiots out there who think that Shaq should get in trouble. Tom Brady and what is it, Giselle or whoever the heck the girl is that's with Tom Brady. Taylor Swift, even, they wanted to get her in trouble. So many people wanted these influencers like Meet Kevin and Andre Geek to get in trouble because they had FTX links in their description. Yet Sam Bankman-Fried is off the hook. How does that make any sense? Why would Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy who actually stole the money, not get in trouble, but somebody like Meet Kevin gets in trouble for having an affiliate link when he had no influence over the decisions that FTX was making? Simply, providing an affiliate link for people to sign up with that exchange. Dude, it is so twisted that I hope these people realize how dumb they are. Clay, meaning if people quit seeing the government as some untouchable, all-good power that we live by and saw them as rich, corrupt people just doing a job, then I think the power would start to switch. Yeah, Chris. No, Chris, I like 200% agree with you. But they've done a very good job at convincing people that they are untouchable. They've done a very good job of convincing people that they are all-powerful. They've done a very good job at making sure you feel like you are kept in your place while they get to make the decisions. They do, man. They almost brainwash people into thinking that they have no power and that the government is full of the power. But, dude, it is the people who do have the power. Can't make me follow something when I realize you are on the same level as me and making rules for control. If people realize that and quit caring to an extent, then they lose some of the power. No, yeah, I mean, the power is within the people, man. It's just they've convinced us otherwise. They've convinced us that they're the ones that are in power. Let's see. Pudgy! That was really, really hard to do. Pudgy, I don't even know what that is, man. I can't even see what that picture is of right there. I really can't. Somebody help me, because it seems like it's funny. Let's see here. All you picture copying people out there. Whatever the picture is, I want to know more. SBF will get Clinton soon enough. Yeah, Pudgy, that's the sad part, man. That's the sad part. You know, he was basically... in my conspiracy theory point of view, Sam Bankman-Fried was used as a pawn to launder billions or even tens of billions of dollars for the U.S. government. That's why they're dropping the charges against him. And then if something happens to that Sam Bankman-Fried is just no longer around, right? They're tying up all the loose ends. Like Bourne Supremacy, man. If you're watching the Bourne series, I mean, you know that they try to take care of these assets after they're used up. So I have an average of $1.03 on Bone. Should I buy more at this price? Crypto Con Raul Valdez Reyes, man. I'm just going to start calling you Crypto Con. I think that Bone could see a continued rise through the release of Shibarium. But very similarly to when the Shibarium testnet was released and Bone began to fall heavily afterwards, I think we could see some very similar action in Bone after the mainnet release. So Bone could, yes, be doing very nicely into the mainnet release here in about 2 weeks, and then afterwards the speculation and hype begin to die down, and of course Bone begins to die down as well. Let's see. Okay, how do you buy on an average? What do you mean, Jeff? How do you buy on an average? How do you buy, like, an average price? Or, I'm not exactly sure I understand the question. Tilray, the little green bean that could. Still doing its thing. Gone postal, man. Tilray, well, Sundial, Tilray, I imagine Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis. I think all these stocks are probably up a little bit today. Yeah, so Canopy Growth up 3% today after a very nice pre-market. Look at this pre-market, man. That's almost a 10% gain from where it was at 47.48 cents. Aurora Cannabis. Aurora, man. Aurora. What are these call options at? Are they still... Oh, these are puts. I mean, that's not that bad if you can get to... If this ticks back down a little bit to 7 cents, I mean, you're right there at 57 right now, so that's not bad. Dude, if you put a limit order in, only 63 options are open right now, and I don't see any volume on here. If you wanted options on Aurora, okay. No, it just moved, but I still don't see any volume on here. The amount of stock options are low on these guys. But, dude, if you put a limit order in here and somebody hits a market order sell, you know, you might be able to get in at 7-8 cents if they hit a market order sell because of the sheer quantity of people not having these options open. Same deal here, man. If you go out a couple days, yeah, I don't know. These options don't seem too bad on Aurora Cannabis if you truly believe that the cannabis is going to be doing well into potential decisions at the end of the month. Clever, to find a random seed phrase, you need a computer capable of calculating. I don't know what that number is, and I am almost positive that nobody in here knows what that number is. Let's see. Divided by that number. Computations every 30 minutes. Math took me a while. Yeah, Frank, listen, I believe it, man. I believe it. I know that there are a lot of... Now, Frank, did you put a time frame on there, like how quickly you wanted that computer to find the random seed phrase? Like, or what? Because if you've got, you know, that necessity for every 30 minutes there, how long, if it was the last combination that it chose, would it essentially find it? Would it find it in 30 minutes or what? Because, I mean, I don't know how many words there are. Simply, I really don't know how many words there are. And the fact that you get any random 12 combination, It's correct. So, Frank, I actually believe those numbers, even though I don't know those numbers right there. Math is relatively simple enough if you know all the inputs. But yeah, guys, you need a very, very, very powerful computer and the algorithm to do it and generate those random 12-word seed phrases. But you could hack a wallet if you had the means to get that sort of hardware and software. They would be able to do it there. So, Frank, man, thank you very much for doing those numbers. Those numbers are way too big, man. I don't even know what those are. With 251 zeros out there, I don't even know what that would be. So, Giovanni, I believe, was asking the question. Giovanni, it's too hard. It's too hard to do. It might not be too hard if Google went out there and essentially wanted to hack every crypto wallet that exists, but you probably need billions of dollars in computer software at this point to do it, because that's way too many combinations. Dark, you gotta quit hanging out in your mom's room. Oh my gosh, man, my mom found a bat in her room. Oh, whoo, I told her to give them to me. Yeah, Dark Bro, man, that'd be sweet. Moji says, Dark, you gotta quit hanging out in your mom's room. Oh my god. Been watching a lot of Ted Cruz videos lately. I like that guy. Keeping it gangsta. There you go. Clay, 100% we thinking the same, but maybe that's why we're all here right now. I wanna mess things up for the better, and even if I'm the only one, you guys help me stick with it when everything is dumb. Chris, man, I love it, man. And that probably is why we've all found each other in some capacity, man, and we're all hanging out here right now. Anakin, really hope they update the burn percentage for Shibarium, or else Shib is simply useless in Shibarium. Anakin Skywalker, couldn't agree with you more, man. I really do hope that those base fees are increased during the mainnet release. That went fast. Happy lunch, everybody. It is 1 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Get your names in the chat right now. We're going to do some shout-outs. We will be back this afternoon. Appreciate all you guys for hanging out, man. Making the chat go extremely fast. Keeping it awesome. Keeping it real. And we'll do these shout-outs, guys. We'll be back in a few hours. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your work. Whatever you guys got to do today, make sure to enjoy it and be a bro. Giovanni, man, enjoy your afternoon. Dark Bro, stay out of your mom's room. Moji, Pudgy, we got Dark Bro. Chris, enjoy it, man. Dark Bro, see you later. Anakin Skywalker, enjoy it. Moji, Dark Bro. Pudgy saying, peace out of the diamond-handed wrench clowns, baby. Outdoor Smile, choose leftover spam and beanie weenies for lunch. Well, I don't know if that sounds good to me or not, but Outdoor Smile, enjoy it, man. J-Bone, see you later. Frank, enjoy it. Dark Bro, we got Old Rounder, Kennedy's Crazy Pulls, Genji, have an awesome day. Absolutely. Toodles to you, Sky, or Kai, not Sky. Toodles to you, Kai. Moji, enjoy it. Geoped, see you later. Giovanni, Jeff, all of you guys, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you, DD214, have an awesome day.